Welcome to Buzz Around the Globe. Singing can land you in jail in Hong Kong, but not just any song. Hong Kong's appeal court on Wednesday banned Glory to Hong Kong, a protest song that emerged during the city's massive democracy demonstrations in 2019. Penned anonymously, its lyrics include the slogan, Liberate Hong Kong, Revolution of Our Times. And the song has been all but illegal to sing or play it since authorities crushed the protests and Beijing imposed a national security law quelling dissent in 2020. The song was later mistakenly played as the city's anthem at international sporting events instead of China's March of the Volunteers. It was a mix-up that upset city officials. Hong Kong does not have its own anthem and uses China's March of the Volunteers. Wednesday's decision by the Court of Appeal would make Glory to Hong Kong the first song to be banned in the former British colony since it was handed over to China in 1997. Critics have said prohibiting broadcast or distribution of the song further reduces freedom of expression since Beijing launched a crackdown in Hong Kong following the 2019 protests. They have also warned the ban might disrupt the operation of tech giants and hurt the city's appeal as a business center. Judge Jeremy Poon wrote that the composer intended for the song to be a weapon, pointing to its power in arousing emotions among some residents of the city. He added the interlocutory injunction was necessary to persuade internet platform operators to remove the problematic videos in connection with the songs from their platforms. The ban would target anyone who broadcast or distributed the song to advocate for the separation of Hong Kong from China. It would also prohibit any actions that misrepresent the song as the national anthem with the intent to insult the anthem.
Stopping anyone from employing or disseminating the relevant song with the intention of inciting divisions and insulting the national anthem is a legitimate and necessary measure by the SAR to fulfill its responsibility of safeguarding national security and the dignity of the national anthem.
The song can still be played if it's for lawful journalistic and academic activities. Failure to comply with the court's order may be considered as contempt of court and could be liable for a fine or punishment. Authorities have previously arrested some residents who played the song in public under other offences, such as playing a musical instrument in public without a permit, according to local media. As of mid-afternoon on Wednesday, Glory to Hong Kong, whose artist is credited as Thomas and the Hong Kong People, was still available on Spotify and Apple Music in both English and Cantonese. A search on YouTube for the song also displayed multiple videos and renditions. Beijing imposed a sweeping national security law in 2020 to quell the months-long unrest. That law was used to arrest many of the city's leading pro-democracy activists. In March, the city enacted a homegrown security law, deepening fears that the city's Western-style civil liberties would be further curtailed. The two laws typically target more serious criminal acts. The government went to the court last year after Google resisted pressure to display China's national anthem as the top result in searches for the city's anthem instead of the protest song. A lower court rejected its initial bid last July, and the development was widely seen as a setback for officials seeking to crush dissidents following the protests. The government's appeal argued that if the executive authority considered a measure necessary, the court should allow it unless it considered it will have no effect, according to a legal document on the government's website. The government had already asked schools to ban the protest song on campuses. It previously said it respected freedoms protected by the city's constitution, but freedom of speech is not absolute. Under Beijing's one country, two systems doctrine, Hong Kong is governed under its own judicial system separate from mainland courts. After the protests were quashed and Beijing's national security law enacted, public dissent has largely been absent, and the bulk of pro-democracy activists and opposition politicians have either been arrested, silenced, or fled Hong Kong. Do tell us what you think about this video in the comment section, and for more news updates, subscribe to India Today.